3305. 502 Fallen Angel Radio. Stay connected.
Hey, this is Ray Powers. Wait, don't touch your device. Don't even move it. You've got it tuned in perfectly to 502 Fallen Angel Radio. You've done well. Mistress Angie is pleased.
That's okay, I'm not looking.
We're chilling through Storyville, wish to the night. I feel injected nightmare, stand up and ready to fight. The sound of horsepower is all I hear. Well, the mechanical symphony, that's what you hear. I am your injected fucking nightmare. Can't see me, I'm just a blur. Test me, wish you were. I am your injected fucking nightmare. Southern Hammer down, Southern Hammer down, Southern Hammer down, Southern Hammer. Smoke her up and intertwine, ties much the ground. Living on the edge of death, try to break the speed of sound. Hot pounds, blood boils, my engine screams. It's the end of my racing range, no more nitro, nothing stream. I am your injected fucking nightmare. Can't see me, I'm just a blur. That's me, wish you were. I am your injected fucking nightmare. Southern Hammer down, Southern Hammer down, Southern Hammer down, Southern Hammer. Southern Hammer down, Southern Hammer down, Southern Hammer down, Southern Hammer. Can't see me, I'm just a blur. That's me, wish you were. I am your injected fucking nightmare. Southern Hammer down, Southern Hammer down, Southern Hammer down, Southern Hammer, Southern Hammer down, Southern Hammer down, Southern Hammer down, Southern Hammer, Southern Hammer down.
Listening to 502 Fallen Angel Radio.
Hey, this is Ray Powers. Wait, don't touch your device. Don't even move it. You've got it tuned in perfectly to 502 Fallen Angel Radio. You've done well. Mistress Angie is pleased.
Good afternoon, everyone, and we are here with Steve from the band To The Pain. How are you doing this afternoon?
I'm doing awesome, Angel. How are you?
Oh, well, other than a small hiccup we had here, I'm doing great. Yes, everyone, we had a small technical difficulty, and I had everything timed out perfectly, so we'd be on the air right at noon. And, of course, a technical problem comes up, and my entire computer just froze right up, and the only thing I could do was just shut it down and restart it, so. Yes. So, how long has To The Pain been a band?
We formed in 2012.
Wow. That's a long time ago.
Just put a recording. You know, actually, we've known each other since the 80s, so we had written a couple of songs back then, and we decided to do a little recording project to re-record some of them, and then wrote some new songs, and then decided, hey, let's put a band together. So the band started in 2012. We were together, I would say, like 4 or 5 years. Then we took a little hiatus. Decided to get back together because we had written a couple more songs and kind of reshuffled the rest of the band. Got a new drummer, new bass player, and in the last year we got another new guitar player, and now we are the current version of To the Pain. We played our first show with this lineup last January, opening for Ross the Boss from Manowar.
Oh, that is pretty cool. So, how did you come up with the band's name?
It's from Princess Bride. The original rhythm guitar player, Mark, brought it to practice one day and said, what about if we call the band To the Pain? And band names, you could never find a good band name, and that was as good as any. So we were like, all right, let's go with that.
Wow. So you said you were telling me you only have you and one of the other original band members that originally started the band. So what made you?
You're the only two.
Okay. So what inspired you guys to really start this band up?
Well, we had been in a band together way back in the late 80s, early 90s, and we had, a couple of like thrash metal songs that we had written back then. And then I think we were out to dinner and we were joking around about doing, let's write a couple more songs. And I actually came up with another song like the next day or 2 days later or something like that. And that kind of started the process rolling.
Wow, so
we got, one of our good friends, this guy Jimmy, he played drums on the original album, and then, our bass player at the time was this guy Jeremy, who is now in the U.S. Army overseas. And what's up, Jeremy, if you're listening? And so that was the original incarnation of the band, just the four of us. And then we got Mark to play rhythm guitar. He and I had been in other bands together, and that was the original incarnation. Now the band is myself on guitar, Sean Smith on lead guitar also, Johnny Intagliata, who's been our singer the whole time, John Filikowski on bass, and Eric Healy on drums.
Oh, that is pretty cool. So what do you think sets you guys apart from all the other bands out there?
Probably the two guitar thing. We have two guitarists that like to shred it up, and the reason our new album's called X is because it's our little homage to the band Racer X, because we are big fans of them and Yngwie Malmsteen and guys like that they really like. That sets us apart is the crazy guitar stuff.
That is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. And the listeners heard your song, Fuel Injected Nightmare. I think that might have woke him up.
Good. That's actually a song from our first album that we redid because I hated the middle section on the first album. So Eric and I sat in his basement and rewrote it. And the joke at the time was we were looking for something quirky and weird. And I was like, well, what if Frank Zappa pushed his whole band down a staircase? What would it sound like? And we kind of built it from there. So the middle is kind of quirky, and then it gets kind of Slayer in the middle there. And solo is Sean ripping it up on guitar on that solo.
Oh, that is really cool. So what do you guys deem as your biggest achievement?
Well, so far we've opened for Doro. We've opened for Ross the Boss. We were supposed to open for George Lynch and Joey Belladonna from Anthrax and Flotsam and Jetsam, and all those shows got canceled because of COVID.
Oh,
so
man.
I think moving forward we're gonna try to play bigger shows, but try to play with the bigger bands and just see where it goes from there. Hopefully we get a little attention and grow our fan base, and maybe someone wants us to record an album for them or something.
So
we have no delusions going on the road and, opening for Metallica or something like that. But we'd love to play big local shows and maybe play tri-state area and just, bring some crazy guitarist to the tri-state area.
So what is Fuel Injected Nightmare about?
Actually, our singer Johnny is a big car guy. He loves. He used to own a whole bunch of Camaros. Now he's pared it down to maybe 3, I think. So he kind of took that and made that his song about his homage to cars. The original riff was just me and the original drummer Jimmy. I think he was like, "Hey, give me a riff that's kind of Pantera-ish," and I was like, "Okay," and that was what we came up with on the spot. So it was kind of like a Pantera-inspired riff. It's like that little groove metal kind of thing. And then the middle, like I said, Eric and I kind of went completely off the rails with the middle part, where we went, a little quirky with the beginning of it, and then it goes like very Slayer and Anthraxy in the middle. It's kind of our biggest influences. The Slayer, Megadeth, Anthrax, and maybe even a little Metallica, Testament, things like that.
Oh, that is really cool. So, well, you sent me a lot of songs here. Let's see here. A Friend Indeed, and then Bring the Gun, Control, and System Slave. So, wow. And, There Will Be Blood. That's an interesting one. What's that one about?
Okay, so There Will Be Blood is our real first single from the album. And it was, I actually wrote the lyrics to that one. John wrote lyrics to every other song on this, but that one I took. It's kind of written about the Las Vegas shootings from the shooter's perspective. It's kind of half about that and half about, antidepressant drugs and things like that, and how, people can't control their emotions and things like that. So it was kind of a controversial topic when I brought it up to Johnny, and he was like, "I don't know if you should write about that." I'm like, "Well, let me see what I could write about." And I had the chorus in my head, so I kind of just wrote around that.
Oh, that is really cool. Yeah, you're right, because a lot of people don't write about that, so, yeah.
Well, my opinion is if Slayer can write a song about, like Dead Skin Mask, where the guy's writing from the killer's point of view, wearing someone else's face on his, I think we could kind of write about anything.
True. Very, very true. Let's see here. Bring the Gun. I think that, I think that title is pretty much self-explanatory, maybe.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty self-explanatory. We're definitely a pro-gun band, so it's kind of our anthem for that.
That is really neat. So let's see here. What has been the biggest gig or event that you guys played at?
I would say the biggest gig was probably opening for Doro. That was probably our biggest gig. It was Doro and Madam Mayhem and us. And that was probably our biggest gig. Ross the Boss was pretty big too. We played a few local shows where, we've drawn quite a few people, and, had a couple of other bands that drew quite a few people. We like to make our shows an event. We don't like to play every week and or every other week and just play to like 20 people. We try to have 100 people, 200 people to the show, and just, make it an event.
Exactly, definitely. So how many albums do you guys have out right now?
X is our third album. It's, none of them are full length. They're all 6 and 7 songs, depending on the album. But this is our third one, and this one took forever for us to do, just because, at one point it was really only me, Eric, and John in the band. We had no bass player. We had no other guitar player. So we kind of just, were searching for other members as we were recording the album, and then we got other members and had to get them to learn songs to play on the album. Sean Smith actually came in. The album was done, and I wanted him to play on the album. I didn't want it to just be me playing guitar solos. So he didn't play any rhythm guitar, but he played, I want to say it's 3 or 4 solos on the album. And he's a great player, and it was awesome to have him come in and play. Like we had rhythm guitar players in the past, and I said, if we're gonna have another guitar player, let's get a guy who can really shred it up. And kind of knew Sean a little bit from like a couple of Facebook groups, and he played some kind of show with our bass player. And we both kind of looked at each other and were like, I think that's the guy. And we talked to him and we just hit it off. And, you know, it's been, our motto is more, which we've taken from Yngwie, and just pushing each other, playing more and more notes.
Oh my goodness. So let's see here. What is Control about?
System Slave and Control, and this is my take on it. Obviously, Johnny's not here to answer it. He wrote the lyrics to it. But System Slave and Control are kind of about how, like, social media and the media itself and all this are trying to brainwash everybody, basically. Mm-hmm. Control's a little more... It's kind of a mix of the two. System Slave is much more about social media and how people can't get their faces out of, you know, Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and maybe enjoy life. You know, they're too busy with their online lives.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Our little dig, maybe go outside instead of always being on your computer or your phone. The song Friend Indeed, which is our, like, slow, we tend to... It's funny because if you ask me if Black Sabbath is a huge influence on me, I'd tell you no. It's a huge influence on Sean, but not on me. But that we always tend to have this slow, like sludgy kind of Sabbathy tune on our albums, and that's the one on this album. And it's about pot. So it's John wrote about weed on that one.
Oh, you can't go wrong there. You can't go wrong there. No. Unfortunately, though, it's not legal here in Indiana yet. I mean, Indiana is surrounded by states that has it legal. Michigan has it legal for medical and recreational. So does Illinois. Ohio just has it legal for medical. And Kentucky has it legal for medical.
Yeah, New York is just legal for medical, too. We don't have it for recreational use.
But, you know, so Indiana's kind of like stuck in the middle. The only one stuck in the middle that don't have it legal. I'm hoping they succumb to peer pressure sooner or later.
Sooner or later, it's going to be legalized federally. Mm-hmm. You know, there's no reason for them not to.
Right, definitely.
In my opinion. It's not my thing, but, you know, if you want to do it, then there's no real difference between me drinking, you know, whiskey and you smoking pot.
Exactly. So, yeah. So, are you guys currently working on anything new?
Actually, it's funny where this interview happened because I literally just sent the guys a new song that I was working on yesterday. So, I had a bunch of riffs lying around that I had messed around with over the summer and just kind of put them together with a horrible drum machine, which Eric likes when I send him horrible drum machine mixes because he's like, what the hell are you thinking? But sent it to the guys yesterday, and you know, I'm sure eventually we'll work it out into a full song. It's all the riffs are there. You know, Sean came back and had a couple of ideas to change a couple of riffs and add a couple of things. So, you know, that's what we do. We write a song, and it doesn't necessarily start off the way it ends.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, people making something better.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, that's very true. I mean, because if you're writing, you know, sometimes, you know, the melody that you have in your head and you're playing it, and you're like, wait a minute, that don't sound right. That doesn't go well at all with the lyrics. I got to change that, you know. Yeah.
We don't even have an inkling what the lyrics are going to be, though. You know, that'll fall on Johnny whenever he's ready to write some lyrics to it. But, you know, it's just, it was an idea I had for a super fast song. You know, we have a couple songs that are real fast. I was like, let's push it a little faster. So this one's a little bit better, I think, than all our other songs. But it was just a couple ideas that I had. I forget who I was listening to, and they kind of sparked an idea. I think it might have been like Megadeth or something like that, which it doesn't sound like them at all, but, that was the spark of the idea.
So why don't we go ahead and take a song break and listen to There Will Be Blood?
Okay, cool. It's got a long little intro there, so I don't know if you want to forward it a little bit. The intro's like a minute.
Okay. Well, we'll let the listeners listen to it.
Hey, this is Ray Powers. Wait, don't touch your device. Don't even move it. You've got it tuned in perfectly to 502 Fallen Angel Radio. You've done well. Mistress Angie is pleased.
That's okay, I'm not looking to move.
You're listening to 502 Fallen Angel Radio.
And topping the news today, 2 murders and a robbery in less than 24 hours. There was panic in Central City today after a gun battle erupted onto busy streets.
502 Fallen Angel Radio.
Hey, this is Ray Powers. Wait, don't touch your device. Don't even move it. You've got it tuned in perfectly to 502 Fallen Angel Radio. You've done well. Mistress Angie is pleased.
That's okay, I'm not looking to
And we are back. Wow. That minute went quick. Oh my goodness. Let's see here. So, where can listeners go and find your albums?
They're on all the regular sites. They're on Amazon. They're on. It's on iTunes. It's on on Spotify. We're pretty much on every streaming service. Obviously, it's better if you buy it. So if you can iTunes it or Amazon it, that's the best way because the band actually makes a little bit of money. With the streaming services, there is no money to be made.
Right. Unless you get like on Spotify, I think if you get like over 100,000 listens or plays or something like that, you make a little bit.
Yeah, we're at like something like 30,000 on Spotify, and it's $50 or something like that.
Well, that's better than nothing.
True. It'll pay for maybe a round of drinks for us.
Right. So, where can they find you guys on social media?
We're mostly on Facebook. We're pretty prevalent on there. Or either myself or Johnny, our bass player, or Sean. The three of us are kind of on Facebook a fair amount. We do have an Instagram account. I think it's @ToThePainNY. I don't know if we're on Twitter anymore. I think we got off.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I tried looking you guys up on Twitter and I didn't find anything. So
I don't think we're on Twitter anymore. Our singer, I think, used to run the Twitter account, and he's now no longer on. I got the hell off.
That's fine. That happens sometimes.
Sure.
So let me ask you this: have you guys ever had an embarrassing moment while performing?
I'm sorry, it cut out there.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Have you guys ever had an embarrassing moment while performing?
The only embarrassing moment I've had with this band, luckily, has been I was playing at this place called Blackthorn that no longer exists, and playing, and all of a sudden my sound cut out. What happened was the cabinet blew the speaker cable out.
Oh no!
So for a little while, about 5 minutes to figure out what the hell exactly happened. But other than that, no real embarrassing moments, luckily. Knock on wood.
Oh, that's good. That's very good because as you know, when playing live or something like that, something's bound to happen.
Oh man, live is live.
Yeah. Most definitely.
Yeah, we haven't had anybody fall off the stage or anything like that yet.
Oh well, that's good. No one's forgotten the words or played the wrong guitar riff during the wrong song or.
For the most part, we haven't had that happen.
Oh, that's good. That's very good. Goodness. So, can you maybe tell the listeners what they could expect from To The Pain in the future?
Sure. We're talking about maybe doing another album since this lockdown kind of has us, really we can't get together and jam. We can't play any shows. Back and forth and see if we can come up with, a full-length album maybe. And then go into a studio and record it, or all our albums have been done at my house, so I don't know if we're going to do it here or go to a studio and do it. We'll figure that out at some point. Hopefully this will all open back up again by the summer, and we can, if not, we saw bands start doing backyard parties and outdoor gigs and things like that. Maybe we'll jump on one of those, and if it makes sense.
Right. Definitely. That's pretty cool. So, wow. It has been great talking to you, and I apologize for the technical difficulties that brought us on a little bit late, but like I said, sometimes when you're going live, you run into that problem. So,
Absolutely.
but again, it has been great speaking with you, and I think we're going to end this interview and by playing A Friend in Need, Bring a Gun, Control, and System Slave, and all that, so they can listen to those wonderful songs.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having us on.
Oh, you are most welcome. It's a pleasure speaking with different bands and stuff. And, and I'd like to say this, too. I think my station is truly an eclectic station because, like I said, I have your guys' music, which is like thrasher-type music. I have country. I got outlaw country, hip-hop, rap, R&B, soul, jazz, blues, gospel. You name it, it's there.
It's good to have all those mixes.
Right.
Fun.
Oh, yeah. And like I said, there's usually something for everybody on my station.
Awesome. That's awesome.
So, again, thank you so much for taking the time to do this interview, and I hope you have a wonderful the rest of your afternoon.
Thanks. You have a great day, too. We appreciate it so much.
Oh, you are most welcome.
Hey, this is Ray Powers. Wait, don't touch your device. Don't even move it. You've got it tuned in perfectly to 502 Fallen Angel Radio. You've done well. Mistress Angie is pleased.
That's okay, I'm not looking.
You're listening to 502 Fallen Angel Radio. Are you looking to expand your brand? Are you looking for new customers? Do you have a new product you need to market? Then take advantage of the 502 Fallen Angel Radio MP3 ad package. We would be honored to air your MP3 ready ads on our station every 30 minutes. Our fair charge of $100 a month includes up to 4 different MP3 ready ads per business. To purchase this ad package, please email inquiries to the owner at empress200933@gmail.com or call 502-410-3305 or 888-406-5294, or just go to our Contact Us page for our app, found online at far0.goodbarber.app. That's far0.goodbarber.app. Don't have an MP3 ready commercial? No worries. We have you covered. We will write a short script for you, then send it to one of our subcontractors to produce it for you. Of course, since we need to outsource this, there will be an extra charge of $50 per commercial. 502 Fallen Angel Radio. Stay connected. Are you looking to be a monthly donor or sponsor of our radio station? Online, donors can go to far0.goodbarber.app. Just click on the Donate Please link and then the PayPal Donate button. Your support is greatly appreciated. Sponsors get a 1 to 3 minute ad produced and aired on our station for a one-time fee of $50. Sponsors can also order a different commercial produced every week or month for the low cost of $100 a month. To arrange sponsoring our station, please call us at 888-406-5294 or 502-410-3305. 502 Fallen Angel Radio. Stay connected.
to the pain. A sacred flame that takes me higher. Living beneath my deepest desire. You are the force in this empire. So bring the heat and I'll bring the fire. Yeah, when I needed you, you were there. Through all the thick and the thin. And when the world didn't seem to care, you were my only friend. Yeah, you gave me visions, expanded my mind, protected me from all the nightmarish dreams. I said to know you shielded me from the horrific reality. Help me feel, you gave me pleasure. Sensations I cannot explain. I watch you with my yeah, you come from so many strains. A sacred flame that takes me higher. Reveals to me my deepest desire. You are the force in this empire. So bring the heat and I'll bring the fire. When I needed you, you were there. Through all the thick and the thin. And when the world didn't seem to care, you were my only friend. Till the end. And when the world turned its back on me, you were there. Get up the power they created alive. Be afraid of the deadly high. When all the madness had you crucified, they resurrected you, never destroyed. History statements, scandals, legendary. A danger to money, power free. A silent revolutionary. For one see, you'll have a presidency. No more pretend, no competition. Focus again, a better life, take charge. Can I feel the sun? Something well when the day is done. In the end, you can have some fun. My destination is bring on gun. Can I feel, cause I trust no one. Serve me well when the day is done. In the end, yeah, we'll have some fun. My new religion is bring on gun. Not what you want, so let's go out and protest. Privilege that will spread hatred as we test. To complain is the new American way. Our flag of many colors, souls turning gray. There's no pretend, no competition. Focus again, the better life, take charge. Can I feel, cause I trust no one. Serve me well when the day is done. In the end, we'll have some fun. Can I feel, cause I trust no one. Serve me well when the day is done. In the end, yeah, we'll have some fun. My new religion is God. I feel betrayed. All my rights have been taken away. Free press control. Tell me what you see, tell me what to say. And fill your head. Fight a battle with words instead. Attack my right to bear arms for this world which does more harm. When will it end? My freedom is just pretend. Disrespect the law. Get it on film, the new civil war. While mistakes your children's face. Open your eyes before it's too late. In a world of hate. In a world of hate. No more pretend, no competition. Focus again, a better life, take charge. Can I feel, cause I trust no one. Serve me well when the day is done. In the end, yeah, we'll have some fun. My new religion is break off God. My new religion is break off God. Can I feel, cause I trust no one. Can I feel? Can I feel, cause I trust no one. Can I feel? Can the night. I feel injected nightmare. Stand up and ready to fight. The sound of horsepower is all I hear. Well, a mechanical symphony. That's what you think is. I am yours. You injected fucking nightmare. Can't see me, I'm just a blah. Best me, wish you were. I am yours. You injected fucking nightmare. Set the hammer down. Set the hammer down. Set the hammer down. Set the hammer. Smoke her up and intertwine. Time touch the ground. Living on the edge of death. Try to break the speed of sound. I pound, blood boils, my engine screams. It's the end of my racing rage. No more natural within trees. I am yours. You injected fucking nightmare. Can't see me, I'm just a blah. Destiny, wish you were. I am yours. You injected fucking nightmare. Set the hammer down. Set the hammer down. Set the hammer down. Set the hammer. Set the hammer down. Set the hammer down. Set the hammer down. Set the hammer. Can't see me, I'm just a blah. Destiny, wish you were. I am yours. You injected fucking nightmare. Set the hammer down. Set the hammer down. Set the hammer down. Set the hammer. Set the hammer down. Set the hammer down. Set the hammer down. Set the hammer. Set the hammer down.
You're listening to 502 Fallen Angel Radio.
Hey, this is Ray Powers. Wait, don't touch your device. Don't even move it. You've got it tuned in perfectly to 502 Fallen Angel Radio. You've done well. Mistress Angie is pleased.
That's okay, I'm not looking to
Topping the news today, 2 murders and a robbery in less than 24 hours. There was panic in Central City today after a gun battle erupted onto busy streets.
listening to 502 Fallen Angel Radio.
Hey, this is Ray Powers. Wait, don't touch your device. Don't even move it. You've got it tuned in perfectly to 502 Fallen Angel Radio. You've done well. Mistress Angie is pleased.
That's okay, I'm not looking